everybody. Welcome to La Virgo Mafia Tarot. And no, I'm not going to be doing no reading tonight. You guys read the title. I'm not doing no reading tonight. But I am coming on here so that I can address something right quick. All right. So I was watching this girl's video. Okay. Pain to Purpose. I was watching her video, and I kind of didn't want to even have to do this type of video on this channel because this channel is kind of like low key with it or whatever, But I'm just gonna go ahead and fucking do it anyway. Cause why the fuck not? You know what I'm saying? So, cause I was commenting under this account, so that's why I was like, let me just go live under this account. I wasn't go live under my main account. I was like, nah, we'll just keep it here. All right. So anyway, so I'm on this girl video pop up on my algorithm. I let my algorithm just run wild and free on this particular channel. This account right here, I let the algorithm just do whatever they want. Now for my main channel, I curate everything to only the shit that I want to see, only the channels that I want to see or whatever, right? So anyway, so for this particular channel, like I just let the algorithm just go wherever that it goes, right? Anything goes type of algorithm. So anyway, she comes up in the algorithm and she talking about the Tren genius dude or whatever. So I was like, okay, she keep popping up on the algorithm. I'm like, all right, fine, fuck it, I'll just watch it. It must be circulating around and blah blah blah. Maybe something happened with the dude or whatever. Because I used to be subscribed to the nigga channel. This was a while ago though, but I noticed he had a little funny ways about him, so I backed up off of him. Especially when he came for the tarot community. That's when I really was like, And he mainly did that because he was doing that in response to this this Latina tarot reader. Her name is Spiritual War Room. He was basically answering back to her because she did a reading on him and she pulled up some shit on his ass. Okay, she clocked him. She pulled some shit on his ass and he got so triggered by that shit that he decided to do a video on tarot readers. And that's why he did the video or whatever. I had commented on one of his videos. He low-key a hater. He likes to pick and choose and cherry pick in the comments. He likes to siphon off of people's energy, this and that. Now he has some videos where he was saying some real shit. I ain't gonna lie, right? But after a while, it don't take long for me to see shit on people. And your discernment got to be up. A lot of people talk a good game. A lot of karmics, they talk a real good game. They can be very charming. They can be very intelligent. They talk a real game or whatever, right? So anyway, my spirit didn't take to him. So I was like, man, fuck him, right? He was really triggered after that girl did that reading on him. And I was like, that just shows how he really feels. So anyway, that's my thing. So when it comes to this girl right here, her video pops up, Pain to Purpose. This girl, this lady. And so I click on it, and this is the first video I seen. So I didn't see all the videos. This is the first video I seen. So I seen a video and her talking about some situation with her and Tren, how she was talking to him back and forth, blah, blah, blah. And then she ended up going to town. And he, I guess, long story short, he acted funny towards her when she went out of town. And she had to end up going back home. Whatever. So this happened last year. She said it happened. Well, she said it happened a couple months ago. So it had to have been this year, earlier this year. So, anyways, so just by hearing her talk and hearing her discuss the story, I can tell when people are leaving things out. And I could tell when people are trying to dress certain things up so that they don't look a certain way when they tell the story. Okay. It's just something that I know just as, an intuitive. All right. Obviously, I'm a part of the spiritual community. All right. This is one of my channels, my main channel. I have a main channel. All right. So anyway, so I can tell that's what it was. So anyway, I commented on her stuff. So let me use my second phone. All right. So she starts to do the video And she starts talking about how this and that happened. Now, like I said, the first video that I seen of hers was this one. The Tren Genius Tragedy, a cautionary tale. It's interesting because black women, they love to be fucking cautionary tales. They're walking cautionary tales and they enjoy being that way. Anyways, so after she tells her story, I could tell from the story, I'm not gonna lie, I could tell from the story that she was desperate. I'm just saying, she was a little thirsty, she was a little desperate, and she pretty much fell for a Gen Z romance scammer because he's definitely giving Gen Z energy, like Zillennial, Gen Z type energy. So you fell for a Zillennial romance fucking scammer, okay? And she said in the video that she's 45 years old. So how the fuck are you still going through this shit at 45 years old? This is like, this bitch is probably like fucking Keisha Cole, which most black women have the same similar mentality, right? Always trying to make a dollar out of 15 cents type shit. So you 45 years old and you still getting played like this, that don't make no motherfucking sense. I could see if you was 25 and you fell for it. But 45? 45? Really? At that fucking age? You can't be serious, man. You can't be serious. So anyway, so I made a comment in the video because, like I said, I'm a very intuitive person. I could pick up stuff. I could pick up certain things or whatever. Like, and I was trying to show her some blind spots. But a lot of black women, I noticed this too, and I don't fit in with most black women. I'm totally fine with it, and it's only certain black women that I fuck with. But for the most part, I do not fit with other black women. This is the fucking reason why. They really do have a humiliation fetish. They have a kink for pain. They have a kink for humiliation, like, I just don't fucking get it. It's so fucking crazy to me how they'll go out their way to support these black male influencers, but they will never support other black women influencers. I'm not saying the black women influencers are decent people because a lot of them are fucking trash too, but I'm just saying for the fucking principle of it that you don't really see them really supporting black women the way how they support black males. And black males, they love to siphon off of black women's energy. They got the biggest fucking glamour spell over the black women collective that it ain't got to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm up out of there. It ain't got nothing to do with me. But this is just something that I've observed for a long time. And whenever I try to make other black women kind of like try to let them understand it, not make them, but kind of like try to open up their eyes to it, they get very combative. And that's what this girl did. Okay, paying into purpose. She was very combative. Okay, somebody ended up liking my comment because they probably peeped the same shit that I fucking peeped because I picked up immediately on her desperation. And if I can pick up on it, that means Tren can pick up on it, and a lot of other black males like him can pick up on it. Because the thing about black women, they'll sit there and run their mouth, oh, I'll never do this, I'll never tolerate this. And niggas be like, yeah. All right. Because they already know that most black women will just sit there and they'll just run their fucking mouth and talk about what they're not going to tolerate, this and that, whatever. And they will go back on their own word. So when a nigga or anybody witnesses you go back on your word, they're not going to fucking take you seriously. They don't care what kind of shit that you kicking, whatever that you got from TikTok or YouTube or some self-help book. If you're not applying the knowledge that you're getting, they can tell that you're not applying it, that you're just a fucking caricature and an amalgamation of all the fucking shit that you don't watch, but you're not really standing in it. You're not really applying the knowledge. You're not even showing it through your fucking actions. Because how the fuck you 45 and you got yourself in that fucking position? That's fucking crazy. That's crazy. So I go to the video and I'm listening, like I said, I'm listening to the story, and you could tell that she kind of like, that she was thirsty, that she was desperate, and he picked up on that energy, and he even tried to test her to see if she was really down for it, whatever like that. So anyway, let me tell you, the reason why I'm doing this video is because she made a 3-minute video that I just seen. And she was like, this is my proof or something for the people in the back. So I guess I'm the people in the back. She's trying to refer to me because I was the only person that had the cojones to ask real pertinent questions, because I'm a motherfucking Virgo and that's what we fucking do. We ask real motherfucking pertinent questions that makes fucking sense. You know what I'm saying? When bitches ain't making sense, we try to bring sense into the situation. Okay? I'm just trying to bring some type of blind spots. I'm kind of picking up that you're like an unevolved water sign. For some reason, I thought you're an uninvolved water sign because you just can't hold no water. And they like to overshare, and they're very clingy and very desperate and all that type of shit, right? I'm talking about the unevolved ones, right? Very clingy, very desperate, very emo. So I'm definitely picking up that you have a lot of, you either a water sign, sun, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or or you have a lot of water in your chart, because this is ridiculous. Okay, so anyway, I comment. So I'm gonna read my comment to you guys. All right, let me light up my blunt. I'm gonna read the comment to you. I'm gonna show you my response, because this is what happens when you try to converse with other black women. They're very combative. If I was a black man and I said this very same comment, she'd have been like, "Oh, King, yeah, I understand, King. This is what it was." But when it's another black woman that say, they have automatic vitriol towards other black women. Okay, so this is the comment that I had left on the first video. She said, so I said this one. So I said this. This is my other channel. I said, I see. Okay, I see now. So you wanted to go out there to see him. He must have thought that you wasn't really going to do it, because she was talking to him. She said she was talking to him online, and she'd been watching him for years. So she felt like she knew him. Basically, she fell in love with a scammer, a romance scammer. She fell in love with his representative, a fake persona, and she really believed the fake persona and wanted to see this fake persona in person. He was trying to test to see how vulnerable she is, how desperate she is, and it looks like she gave that away pretty much. Okay, so when I left a comment, I said, okay, I see now. So you went out there to go see him. He must have thought that you really wasn't going to do it, because he was testing her. Because when she posted the video, the 3-minute video today, she was showing the text. But I think she did it because I made this comment right here. This is the reason why she did the video, because I made this comment right here. So I said, he thought that you really wasn't going to do it, and was surprised that you did. I think that you had a crush on the image that he portrayed on YouTube, and was hoping to see it in person, and he wasn't ready for that because it wasn't really him. So there definitely was some type of romantic interest. So she was one of those black women that like overly support black male influencers and try to have this, like, they have this weird parasocial relationship with them, thinking that there's something that they're not, totally buying into it at her big age, 45, buying into this shit. Right? Okay. Let me continue. So there definitely was some type of romantic interest that you had towards it, which prompted you to go back and forth with him, and the email and the travel. So you weren't trying to get no services. See, a lot of these black male dating coaches, these fake ass chosen one. That's why I don't even use the fucking word chosen one, because it's basically code word for a spiritual narcissist. A lot of them have taken over that. So I've been stopped using that fucking word. Whenever time somebody say chosen one, I'm like, spiritual narcissist. That's it. You're a spiritual narcissist. You're an altruistic fucking narcissist. That's just what the fuck you is. Okay. All right. So yeah, there was romantic interest. And see, the thing is, when they support these black male influencers, they make it seem like they're on business, but they're really just trying to find a man. You know what I'm saying? It's always about a man for black bitches. It's always about a fucking man. So that was the main reason why you conversed with him and went through all this and that. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. That's the reason why you were trying to find a man. You were being thirsty. You were being desperate. And that's just what the fuck happened to you happened to you. It shouldn't happen to you at your fucking big age, at 45 fucking years old. Like, what do you? 45 fucking years old, and you still going through that. Like, that's something a 25-year-old go through. But see, a lot of black women, they have the mentality of a teenager. And no matter how old they get, they still date like a teenager, think like a teenager, have the emotional regulation of a fucking teenager. Literally 14, forever and ever. Okay? So let me continue on what I was saying. Okay, travel from. Okay, he's a younger dude, and a lot of them don't know how to communicate. Boom, they can't keep it up for that long. I also noticed that in your story, this is me speaking. I also noticed that in your story, you were saying that you needed a vacation and you wanted a reason to go out over there. Escapism. Yeah, she gotta be a Pisces or Cancer, or she got in her chart. Escapism. I just need a vacation. I need a reason to go over there. So it sounded like she was forcing herself to go over there. If you listen to her video, it sounded like she was forcing herself to go over there. Okay. Saying you need a vacation, you want a reason to go over there. That was probably when he panicked. Who insisted on visiting who in the first place? This is just a viable question, because she didn't say that. And this video is 40 minutes and 31 seconds. She never said who wanted to visit. The way how she tells the story, it's like she's trying to dress up the story to make her look a certain way. And I don't even fucking like the nigga that she's talking about. I think he's fucking trash. He's a weirdo. I can't believe she fucking fell for it. But then again, I can believe it. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, um, she never mentioned in the video who insisted on visiting who in the first place. So that's why. So the reason why she made her video, her 3-minute and 4-minute video, was because of me, for the sake of me. Because everybody in the comments wanted to kiss her ass and baby her and coddle her, and that's just not me. Somebody need to say it, bitch, and that's just what it is. Somebody need to say it. So then this is how she responds, and she responds with a nasty attitude, nasty tone. And I can read energy through comments, okay? I can read energy through comments extremely fucking well. Very fucking well. So I understand that because I'm a black woman saying something, she's automatically on defense. Like, let me get all snazzy. Let me, you know what I'm saying, roll my neck and, that type of shit. Let me sister girl her to death type shit, right? So this is what she said. That's not the point. We had a verbal agreement that he acted like he wanted me to come. There's no way of acting like he wanted you to come. You put yourself out there. And I'm going to listen to the 3-minute video on here. But you put yourself out there, mommy. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, what do you mean that's not the point? What are you fucking talking about? When you say that's not the point, what are you talking about? I said, who insisted on visiting who in the first place? You say that's not the point, but you then proceeded to answer the question anyway. There is a point. You didn't like the fact that I was asking questions. See, this is the type of bitch that this has to be an unevolved water sign. This got to be. Because they love to craft certain stories to make themselves look like the victim. They love to craft certain stories, and they don't tell you all the ins and outs and the details of the story on purpose. They purposely omit things out of the story so that you can immediately look at them like the victim. When you ask them pertinent questions to get deeper and deeper to find out what the true intention is, then they get very combative. They get really snazzy and nasty. And that's what this lady did in this comment. She said, that's not the point. We had a verbal agreement that he acted like he wanted to come. Acted. We had been in contact for a while before I flew over there. Okay. He just switched up at the last minute. Nah, he didn't switch up at the last minute, nigga. Let me tell you something. There was red flags, but you chose not to see it because you was thirsty. Can we just be honest? You chose not to see the red flags because you were thirsty. Okay? You were thirsty. You chose not to see it. All right? You thought that by telling the story the way how you told it in this video that everybody was going to flock to you and baby you, because I can tell by your energy that you used to that. Your type, I can tell that y'all used to that. Y'all used to people coddling y'all and not holding you guys accountable for anything. I know this, right? So she said, oh, he just switched up at the last minute. That's bullshit. There's nobody. There are people that do switch up, but you will already know it. I think you insisted on going over there. Wherever that he lived at, you were insistent on going over there. He tried to test you. And I'm going to show you in the video when we listen to it. I'm going to show you in the video. Didn't have a valid reason on my part to have done that after we talked earlier that day. I feel like he was hiding something. Of course he was fucking hiding something. You knew he was hiding something, but you still got on the plane to go visit him. You knew he was hiding something. He didn't even think that you were that thirsty to actually come to where he lived at. I don't give a fuck how long you were talking to him. You would have already know. If you've been talking to him for how long, you would have already known, okay, this nigga hiding something. I'm not going out there to go see his ass. But you insisted on doing it. All right? So, anyways. So now I go to my comment. I'm like, so I just barely seen it just now. So I decided to comment back and on this video. And I said, you're being combative. I was just trying to show you the blind spots to the situation. But since you want to be snazzy, that's why the situation ended up happening to you, because you wanted to be desperate. And he already peeped. I meant to say peeped that energy. That's why he was acting funny towards you when he was in town. Honestly, I was trying to be nice, but at your big age, this should have never happened to you. But most black women do have the mentality of a teenager and are too bullheaded. Always going out of your way to overly support niggas instead of other black women. Clock that, okay? Let me give myself a pat on the back. I'm just playing. If I was a black male saying this very same thing, you wouldn't have had this response. But because I'm a black bitch, here comes the neck rolling and the lip smacking energy. The bottom line is you fell for a Gen Z 90s baby romance scammer. If your discernment was up, this would have never happened. I expect this to happen to someone in their 20s. Hell, even in their early 30s. So, hold on. Okay, even in your early 30s, let me see. And then I told her that I had commented on the 3-minute video because she was like, oh, this is another proof right here of me going out there and us talking for the people in the back. Okay. I said, I expect this to happen to somebody in their 20s, hell, even in their early 30s, but at 45, that's ridiculous. Black women who are too stubborn to not see how black male identified they are will always suffer and go through the same things over and over. And I know you made a video in response to my comment that I made this video, which I did leave a comment before I saw this one because I didn't see her reply to this now. There is no being nice to other black women when it comes. There's no being nice to other black women. Even when you're trying to tell them the truth, they will attack you. I'm starting to think that you guys have a humiliation fetish. Please work on your discernment moving forward. All right. So let's go ahead and go to her video where she talked about, I guess maybe people might be exposing him now. Cool. I don't give a fuck. You know why? Because it's the year of fucking exposure. And all the fake shit is going to bubble up to the top. And when you support fake people, you get in the way of their karma. When you support fake ass motherfuckers. All right. So let's go ahead and go to this one right here. So she do a 3-minute video. Let me see. Oh, I don't see it no more. Interesting. Okay. Let me see. And he did harvest your energy. You see it some in one of her videos. It says she doing a reaction video. Why some men harvest your energy. That's what he was doing. Tren Genius was harness. Tren Genius or whatever the fuck his name is. Be harvesting the fuck out of your energy. That's what he was doing. And you was giving away everything. I see you took the video down. Yeah, you took the video down. Ah, interesting. Okay. I see you took the video down. Okay. So she had a video up that was 3 minutes and 4 seconds. She must have privated the video. You know why? Because it showed text messages in text messages between her and him, and it showed that. Let me see. Hold on. I think I found it. Okay, this is a shorts. Okay, look. This is him right here. You sure you want to come with me? This is him trying to test her. Like, damn, is she really gonna do this shit? Is she really gonna do it? I'm 100% sure, Trent. Of course. Yeah, of course. See, he's trying to test you to see how fucking thirsty you was. Okay. I'm off. I told my supervisor I'm gonna use my PTO. I need a break anyway. So it shows that you're looking to escape. You're in some current situation where you're looking to escape. Okay. You're even showing him. You're showing him how thirsty you are. You're even showing him right here how much you're willing to move your schedule aside to go see him. You sure you want to come out here? That's him like this bitch. This is AKA bitch. You really gonna bring your ass out here? You really gonna do this shit? Is she fucking serious? That's what this fucking comment is. I'm 100% sure. Of course. Praying hands. Like he already knew when he saw that. He was like, oh my God. Oh my God. I'm off May 11th. The weekend, I told my supervisor yesterday, I'm gonna use my paid time off. I need a break. I need to escape. You don't think that's weird? That's weird. You're showing how much you're willing to move your schedule and drop everything to go see him. That's all he needed to see.
So these are the receipts and the details from our communication. A little sample of what's going on. He said, "You sure you want to?"
And I left a comment on here, so I know you're gonna be mad, but
he said, "Well, no, because you remember you said every guy seems like they want to have sex with you and not your thing, so don't want."
Yes, he trying to test her because she done said all this stuff, just like most black women do. They like to overshare and declare what they're not going to tolerate, this and that, only for them to go off to basically go back on their own word. A lot of women do that. They'll just repeat what some other bitch said or what some other idiot said, but they don't stand by what they say. And niggas take advantage of the fact that most black women do not stand by what they say. They don't. They don't stand by what they say, and it blows up in their face every fucking time. Look, so she said, "I need a vacate anyway." So you're showing desperation. You don't have to save your money. He doing that on purpose, okay? Because he's trying to like, damn, like she really willing to do it. I keep trying to tell her now. See, that's why if he responds to this video, he gonna be like, "Well, I didn't tell you to do it." Now he could be like, "Well, I didn't tell you shit. You the one that forced yourself to come out here. I didn't beg you to come out here." Because you're insistent. You're showing how insistent and desperate and thirsty that you are. I'm sorry, you are. And you're a beautiful lady. I'm not even throwing no shade on you. You're a beautiful lady. But you know what I'm saying? Like this right here, this is crazy. And then at your big age, that's ridiculous. Like we got to do better. That we have got to do better. I don't know what kind of cupcake it was going on in the comments, but clearly you didn't want no professional stuff. You wanted to have some type of romantic closeness with him. And see, these guys know that. They're easy. Let me tell you something. They know how to siphon energy off of black women in so many ways. Like I said, niggas got the biggest glamour spell over black women, period. The biggest witchcraft over black women, biggest spell I think black women will never fucking wake up from. I'm just glad I'm not susceptible to it. Thank goodness I got spiritual immunity from that fucking bullshit witchcraft that they got over fucking black women. But anyhow, you're showing how consistent and persistent that you are. I need a vacate anyway. So this is showing him and the rest of us smart folks that you are needing to escape a situation. You develop some type of closeness with a caricature that he created. So you created this parasocial relationship with a caricature. You believed in what he was selling, and you needed a vacation. You needed a way out. You needed some type of escape from your current situation, whatever that may be. Then he says, "Well, nah, because I remember you said guys seem like they want to have sex with you, and that's not your thing." So now he's trying to test her to see, like, okay, if you coming out here, you so thirsty to come out here, you must gonna let me juke, huh? You must gonna let me juke. If you want to just come out here to come see me, you making time, you moving your fucking work schedule around, and all this other thing. You moving all this shit around. You playing Tetris with your fucking work schedule, with your fucking work and life balance, just so you can see him. So you must want joke, right? That's what he's thinking here. He wants to see, like, damn, is she really trying to do this shit? Well, nah, because I remember you said every guy seemed like they want to. You remember? See, so this shows that she's just been telling him everything about every man that's ever hurt her. This is a problem. When you overshare and you show that vulnerability to somebody like him or to any dude, they use it against you. I hope you guys know that. She must have this just goes to show he's basically it's like a like when private institutions, private colleges, right? And you know how when you used to go to private colleges like Everest College or whatever college, these private institutions where you get a diploma in 9 months and blah 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 blah, right? Now, when you go, this will make sense when I explain it to you. When you go to a interview to try out for the school, for the private institution, they'll ask you what's your hopes, what's your dreams, who inspires you the most, what kind of struggles you have. And the reason why they're doing that is because they're going to take everything that you fucking said, everything that you revealed, and then they're going to throw it back at you and say, well, why should we pick you to go to our school? You said that this person did this to you, and this person inspired you. So how would they feel if you don't want to excel in your career, if you don't want to sign up? Well, why should we bring you here? They like to turn it around on you. That's what motherfuckers be doing. So just like how an admissions representative for a private institution, that's pretty much what he's doing right here. He's bringing up something that she probably was lamenting and venting to him about. I'm pretty sure she vented and overshared all her heartbreak stories and all this other shit, and he already knew that shit. Y'all understand me? Y'all understand where I'm coming from? So this is him bringing it back up like an admissions counselor, bringing it back up like, well, you said, because let me make sure this bitch is DTF. Let me ask her this and see how she respond. Because you said out your own mouth, because you're keeping track of what you said. You said out your own mouth that guys seem like they want to have sex with you, because this is what he want to do. Okay? And you said that's not your thing, though. So if she coming out here, she moving her schedule to come out here, she must want you. So I don't want to be a part of the same vibes if you come here. So I'm just trying to avoid misleading you. Okay, so he's telling her straight up. I don't even like this dude. I really don't like him. But he's telling you straight up because whatever that you was venting to him about, he brought it back up to be like, are you sure? But you were very insistent on seeing him. Very insistent. Let's keep going.
Be a part of the same vibe if you come here. So I'm trying to avoid misleading you. That's what he said. And
Cap. Trying to play chaste, trying to be chaste and shit. Get the fuck out of here. I can't believe motherfuckers is falling for this shit.
I said I have a tendency to overshare with people. I like.
There we go.
Book you a flight.
Boom. This is where you fucked up at, girl. This is where you fucked up. I have a tendency to overshare with people I like. Yeah, we know that. Based off of these little messages, we fucking know that. That's for sure. Because in the message, he pretty much brought it back up, what makes me realize that the whole time you guys are going back and forth, you were sitting here telling him about everybody that broke your heart and this and that. You're up here telling all your vulnerabilities and this and that. That's what therapist is for. Okay. That's what therapist is for. I get it. You thought that he was a life coach and this and that or whatever. I don't know, man. This is ridiculous to me, but this is a red flag right here. I have a tendency to overshare with people that I like. This is desperate. This tells me that you don't that you overshare a lot, right? Because that's what you say, overshare. So it's like you volunteer information that could be detrimental for you to a guy just because you believe in all the fancy words that he's saying. Book a flight tonight and come tomorrow. Because in his mind, he already tested you like this. Yeah, she's DTF. She's down to fuck. Because I'm trying to test her to gauge her to see if if she really down with it. Because you said that, niggas always trying to trying to pull up on you, have sex with you. And meanwhile, that's exactly what he's trying to do. But he's just trying to test her. You feel me? You feel what I'm saying? Like, he trying to test her to see if she really with it. So he's like, well, you said that some. Oh, it's okay. I don't care. Yeah, I'm making arrangements. I'm coming. I want to escape anyway. I don't care. I'm going. So in his mind, he like, shit, that means she must want to juke. You know what I'm saying? She want to do the horizontal lambada. So he like, shit, fuck it. Book a flight tonight and come tomorrow. He wanted to see if she was really going to do it. Like, she really with that shit. She really going to travel all the way over here just to see me and drop them draws.
Tonight and come tomorrow. So he was inviting me there.
After he started inviting you, after you were very insistent. That's why. And you were so insistent, he tried to test you by bringing up something that you declared or something that you went through and something that you don't want to go through. You're busy. You gave him all the answers to the test and he's asking you, are you sure? I don't want to mislead you. You don't give a fuck. You think you just ran past all the fucking red flags. So once you ran past the red flags very blindly, like, well, fuck it. She must be DTF. She's down to fuck. So shit, book a flight. I'll see you. You know what I'm saying? I'll see you soon. Shit. You know what I'm saying? Now she's trying to manipulate it. But look, sorry. Now she's trying to manipulate it now as if she wasn't being insistent. And this is just a few text messages. Or emails, excuse me. These are just a few emails. So we don't even see the entirety of all the emails that's being sent. But I can tell from his responses and from her responses from these little messages that we're seeing and what she's trying to convey, I could see some little holes in this story. And I could see that he only said that he wanted you to come out there because you were insistent on going out there. You're willing to move your schedule around. You were saying you needed to escape from a present situation. And I'm pretty sure you were telling him about the situation you were trying to escape and what you've been through. And, all this stuff. You were giving away a lot of yourself that you shouldn't have given away. And a lot of women psych themselves out by talking too much. They share too much. I have a tendency to share what I don't like. This is showing cleanness. It's showing desperation. And he picked up on it.
So, yeah. And then he said, I said, you can book the flight tonight. He said, I can book the flight tonight. And LOL, I don't want.
That's all you were waiting for him to say.
He texted me that morning.
That's all you were waiting for him to say. That's all you were. You were very insistent on coming out there. So he was like, fuck it. If you're that insistent, you must be giving me some pussy. If you're that insistent on coming out here. You moving your schedule around, you doing all this and that. You must gonna be coming over here to give me some, right? Watching YouTube, honey. You didn't choose, honey. Look at all this shit. Oh my goodness. I don't know how long they've been talking. They talking like they a couple. This nigga been ciphering off your energy this whole entire time. And you fell for it. Siphoning off your energy this entire fucking time. And when it came time for you to come, he flaked. Wow. I mean, I get it. People do flake on you. People do switch up. I do get it. Like, I do sympathize when it comes to that because people do switch up. But there's always fucking red flags. You knew he was hiding something and you still got on that plane and wasted your motherfucking money. I hope you sincerely don't do this again. And you really put your life in danger too. Like, what if he was really crazy? If you watch that girl's spiritual war room and you listen to that reading about her, that reading got him so vexed that he came for the whole tarot community. I want you to go to that reading. You put your life at risk. That's what you did. Okay. If you listen to what that lady put up in that reading, you'll see it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's probably not your thing, but whatever. You feel me? But that's why he came for the whole tarot community, because that lady put up some dark shit about his motherfucking ass. And you know what I'm saying? And he got so upset that he made a whole video talking about tarot readers. It was about her. It was about that lady that did a reading on. You put your life at risk, because if you would have came out there, what if he would have hurt you? What if he would have hurt you? I don't even think you was thinking about that. I don't give a fuck how long you was talking to him. You knew he was acting funny. You knew something was up. You ignored your intuition. As intuitive as black women is, they ignore their intuition. I really feel like niggas do have witchcraft over black women, and they block black women's third eye chakra. Shit. Crown all the way down. Every fucking chakra. Everyone. Like fucking ping pong. Anyway. I'm watching YouTube, honey. I sent an email. You're so funny. Like, this is just showing absolute thirst. This looks like messages from like somebody that's in their 20s or something. These are like, both of them have the mentality of a fucking teenager. It's like some high school shit right here.
1 a.m. He said, "What my sexy baby doing?" So he was flirting with me and all that.
And you was flirting back, and that was your intention of buying services. They act like it's like, they fucking act like they want services, but they really don't want services. They want different kind of services, but they really want like they really want to try to talk to a nigga or try to, they go under the guise of doing that, but they really trying to rat to him. So let's see what this comment is here. And then she said, I'm checking in. So now he knows that she came in town. So now when now that he knows that she came in town, you're like, damn, she really did fucking come out here. Oh, fuck. Now this nigga, we all know this nigga's a liar. He's a fucking fraud. He a 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 fraud. We all know that. So when you show people better than you can tell them, and you show them that you're serious, and this is a person that's not serious. So now he's like, damn, she really is in town. She really did fucking come out here. Oh, shit. You're right. Okay. So then, look, he wanted to trick her. He just wanted to see if she was desperate to come out there. And he pretty much confirmed it when she sent the text message talking about, I'm here. So then he said, LOL, you don't blame me for booking your own flight and flying down here. You grown. See, this is what he wanted. Remember in his previous message, he was like, are you sure? No, for real, I'm going to do it. Yeah. I'm making arrangements with my supervisor. I need to escape anyway. And da-da-da. He just wanted to see if you were desperate and thirsty to come out there. And when you showed him just how desperate and thirsty that you were, and you landed in his town, wherever the fuck he is, you landed there. And now, like I said earlier in the video, he just wanted to be able to tell you, like, I didn't tell you to do all that. This is exactly what this comment is. LOL, you don't blame me for booking your own flight and flying here. Basically, like, bitch, I didn't ask you to come out here. You insisted to coming out here. You insisted. And you showed how much you were willing to come out there. You were insistent. I just said I asked you this. I said get a little room. So you came out there to fuck. That's what this whole thing was about. Okay? You came out here to juke. Okay? So that's what this whole entire thing was. He already knew what it was. And I said, get a little room. So we all know he not paying for nothing. And he said a room. So he not even inviting you to his house. So that means he got a bitch. He got a bitch. He dating. He dealing with somebody. He didn't think he was gonna come out here. Confirmation. He didn't think he was gonna come out here. So he didn't think he was gonna come out here. So that's why when he said get a room. So you guys were gonna meet up at a hotel. You were gonna meet up at a hotel with a stranger online. And he could have easily hurt you, did whatever to you or anything like that. That's fucking crazy. We don't need to be doing shit like this. Please leave this in 2024. This is ridiculous. I said get a little room. You said Motel 6 or something. So you can't come to his house. Clearly he got a bitch. He got a bitch, or he living with a bitch, or some type of shit is going on. Or he living with his mama, something. I don't know. Something going on. I don't know. And that you will do it when you get here. So basically you ain't paying for shit. So he ain't paying for nothing. So you was willing to pay for a room. He ain't putting no money up. Wow. Wow. Lord. Okay. So he expected her to make all the arrangements. Obviously he's dealing with somebody. Because why he didn't invite you to his place? I mean, I guess he probably like, okay, strangers, do. But clearly he was hiding. You said that he was hiding something. So you had an inkling that he already had a bitch. And you was willing to pay for it. You was willing to come out there to go out there and sleep with him. You flew your own self out. All right. I'm coming here to see you. Look, still insistent. If a nigga, I wouldn't even got this far. I would have never got this far. But if I was to have gotten this far, if he would have sent me some message like this, I would have blocked him and turned my black ass right back around and went back home and blocked him from everything. But again, she's showing how desperate and thirsty that she is. So she continues. No, I'm coming here to see you. It's 12:26. All right. You know what I'm saying?
Brother said, "Oh, you don't blame me for you booking your flight. You grown."
Exactly.
So this is where
you did it.
In the script that he said again. I already said once before you flew that you should get a little room and get some rest. I'm not about to be up at 1:00 on a weekday, so like we can see each other tomorrow. You booked that stuff before. You should have probably planned. Doesn't mean I'm not going to see you. He said that doesn't mean I'm not going to see you, but he did not see me.
Yeah. I would doubt he would want to see you after this, after you are willing to just kind of jump off the handle and just like, I mean, I guess it's the spontaneity of it all, I guess. But you're showing how insistent you are. And the more you're showing how insistent you are on coming out there, the more he keeps trying to talk you out of it. The more he keeps trying to back out of it and reiterate things. He was already showing you that he was not interested in you coming out there. You should have put some type of insurance on your flight. Because if a nigga would have sent me a text message like that, oh, you grown, you the one that came out here and do this. You said you was going to do this. He already know that you're willing to do all the arrangements. It should be the other way around, but I guess whatever. It's the blackest thing we talking about, right? So anyways, everything right is wrong. Wrong is right. Up is down and down is up. Everything's the opposite. Anyway. I'm not about to be, what you say again, I already said once before. See, he's reiterating something. So he must have said something to her and she chose not to listen because she's persistent. She's blinded by the thirst. Maybe her need for companionship. And I do believe that he did romance scam her. You know what I'm saying? He did romance scam this lady. He did. But I believe that she was gullible and I believe that she was a little desperate. I'm just being honest, and it's okay. We all have our moments, okay? So he said, again, I already said once before you flew that you should get a little room and get some rest. Okay, so he wanted her to get a room. So she had to pay for her own room and board. She had to pay for her transportation to get there. I'm not about to be up after 1 on a weekday socializing. So she was insistent on coming Thursday morning. So just to be fair and not biased, because I don't fuck with fuck with him like that. Just to be unbiased here. She insisted on a Thursday. She didn't ask him, hey, what about your schedule? Before she even booked the flight, she didn't ask like, okay, what's the schedule? Like, what's the schedule? Is Thursday a good day for you? Is this day? She just said, I'm coming Thursday. So she was insistent on coming. Like, oh well, I'm here, so you gotta drop everything for me. Because she dropped everything to go see him, she's expecting for him to do the same. And he's showing you right there, mommy, that he's not gonna do that. All right. You booked this stuff, and therefore you should have it properly planned. He ain't lying right there. He an asshole, but he ain't fucking lying right here. You booked this stuff before there. You booked this stuff, and therefore you should have it properly planned. Doesn't mean I'm not gonna see you, but he probably decided not to because she didn't. She's not registering everything he's saying to her. He's not registering. So sometimes women, black women, they'll just ignore when niggas be telling them shit. They just purposely ignore it. You know what I'm saying? They purposely ignore it and just like they just blank it out their mind, keep talking. It's crazy. It's crazy. So he told her to get a room. All right. He had a bitch, and I think she knew that too. He must have had a bitch. He must have been living with a bitch. He have a bitch, a baby mother, or he living with a woman, living with a mother. I don't know. He got something going on. He got another thing going on. That's why he told you to get a room, because he damn sure didn't invite you to his house. So you had to go to get a room, and then he was gonna go see you once he put his kids to bed or whatever the fuck he got going on. Then he'll go see you. So he knew that you were coming out there for sex too, as well. All right, let's continue.
So he was lying, he was capping, he was full of shit. When he said, still handle your, don't depend on me, so I have to Uber to most of there. It's going to be nice if you at least pick me up. You're a grown woman.
See, now he's switching up on you because he's like, I didn't ask you to come out here. You forced yourself to come out here. This is how narcissists are. They will leave enough room for you to hang yourself just to see how desperate you are, just to see, like, you know what I'm saying? And then they'll throw in your face like, I didn't ask you to do that. I didn't ask you to trust me. That's how narcissists get down. I didn't ask you to trust me. I didn't ask you to give me a chance. I didn't ask you to come out here. Nobody told you to come out here. You feel me? Still handle your stuff and don't depend on me. That's what he said right here. Still handle your stuff and don't depend on me. Yep. I'm not even surprised that he did this shit. I'm not even surprised. That's crazy. Because he was trying to tell you without telling you. You know, these niggas, these young niggas, they like to speak in fucking Morse code and shit. They're not very consistent. They say one thing and then they say another. You have to really pay attention to these young niggas when they start talking. They know how to talk smooth and this, and that. They say they can handle an older woman and blah, 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 blah. But the only older women that they can take advantage of is older women that have a mentality of teenagers. That are thirsty, desperate, inconsistent, go against their own word. It's crazy. He keeps saying, you grown, do your own thing, you grown. She said, so I have to Uber to a motel, etc. The thing is, it would be nice if you would at least pick me up. ... Now he say, you a grown woman. It's not that big of a deal. It's safe out here. Damn, this nigga some cold work. What is this nigga's sign? This nigga Gemini or something. You a grown woman. It's not that big of a deal. It's safe out here. If I had $1 million, it would be nice to get someone to get me. Like, this is ridiculous. I don't know. I can only imagine.
It's safe out here. That's what he said. He said, you put yourself on that flight, not me.
Exactly. You did. You insisted on coming out there.
All the Ubers and Lyft out there, I already used them. So as you can clearly see, he went from
clearly seeing. You ain't proving nothing. You just proving how gullible you are.
All of this X, Y, and Z. Then he flipped the script.
They got nerve to have a nasty attitude in your comments. Wow, really, girl?
I said, should I get a room and all that? He said no. He said he's gonna pick me up and all of that. And then as soon as I got there, you see how he changed his tone.
So where's the comments where he said he was gonna pick you up?
And all of this and that. And that's where it is, black and white. You see, it's plain as day. I don't have to lie and make nothing up like that.
Nobody said he was lying. I don't know if he responded. Maybe she responded back to whatever he's saying.
As you can clearly see, Ray Charles can see that how you go from sending me emails talking about you gonna book me a flight and all this and that, and then when I actually did it, you talking about you grown, getting an Uber and all that. And then he said, that doesn't mean I'm not gonna see you, but yeah.
And see, another thing too, even if you were, I would have never got this far, but even if you would have, right, you should have put insurance on your flight because you knew that just in case if a nigga act funny.
For those who are interested in knowing the truth about about my own personal experience and how he really was saying one thing and turned around and said another thing. As you can see here, plain as day.
That's just a snippet. We didn't see everything.
So these are.
This is just a slither, and I can get so much just out of this, what you're showing. So anyway, I left another message right here. And I hid my channel from you too. So if you want to watch this video, then you just gonna have to get a dummy account like the other bitches be doing on my main channel. So this is me leaving another message here. This was before I saw her snazzy response on the first video. This was before. Anyways, this is me again trying to be nice to bitches, right? So I'm like, he was testing you to see how adamant you were about traveling to him, and you reassured him through the text that you're willing to do what it takes. I'm going to say you're willing to do what it takes. You also gave yourself away by saying that you had the tendency to overshare. Now he knows exactly what to target, but it's all good now. It's all good now, just in case it happened again. So see, I'm not condemning her or anything like that, because we all been through shit. Like, males love when you give away this type of information like that because they're able to use it against you. It was a convenient overshare. It was a convenient overshare that she did. Okay. He wanted to see how far you were willing to go. Once he knew you was in town, that's when he started to act stush. Letting people know your tendency is a big no-no, especially with black men. BM, right? It's like giving someone all the answers to a quiz. That's why he kept saying, "Are you sure?" He was trying to gauge your willingness. And, that's what I'm saying. Look at this person said right here. He was inviting you, but he was also letting you know he wanted sex. Exactly. You show that you were willing to move your schedule around, so he knew he was going to get some out of it. Okay? He knew that shit. And he's going to have you pay for everything. All right? Once the reality set in, he probably figured, okay, well, based on what she told me, she probably not going to go for this. So he was trying to shoo you. You know what I'm saying? But once he saw that you were still willing to come anyway, he was like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? This person says, guys, for sure, talking a roundabout way. He was very roundabout, but then he was also like testing her at the same time. And she just didn't get it. She didn't follow any of the cues. He also gave me a flip-flop vibe. When his viewers get low, he complains and says he's ending his channel. And these are people that are fanboys and fangirls. This is what happens when you worship social media influencers. They're fucking trash. They're grifters. This is what happens when you fall for a romance scamming ass fucking grifter. Okay? Says he's ending his channel whenever a guy says, I don't want to lead you on. That's exactly what they plan to do. Exactly. Thank you, girl. Speak on it. Thank you. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. And when he said, "Oh, I don't want to lead you on," that was bullshit. That was game. Oh my God, girl, that was fucking game. That was game. You up here getting mad at me? Shit. Let's see what her response is. Hold on. Let's see. She didn't leave no smart ass comments, but she's gonna leave a smart ass comment for me. Okay. So this is what her response to this girl that just said that. She said, whatever a guy say, I don't want to lead you on. That's exactly what they plan on doing. And she said, yeah, he said it at first. He doesn't want to date black women. So you thought that you can change his mind. Wait a minute. Okay. You were trying to change his mind. So you one of those women that as soon as black males say, oh, black women do this and that. Well, not me, King. I'm not like that. See, I'm different. See, that's the problem. See? This gets y'all every time. He said at first he doesn't want to date black women. So why the fuck did it even get this far? As soon as a nigga say that, I'm not gonna fucking try to convince you to stay with black women, nigga. Bye. Peace out. Peace the fuck out. He was testing you the whole entire time. Like, I don't like black women, so you're gonna have to prove yourself to me. And that's all you've been doing the whole time in your interaction with him, huh? Trying to prove yourself. Oh boy, I'm taking candy from a baby. He said he doesn't date black women, so I didn't know what to believe. You can see we agreed to me meeting there. See, she being combative in these comments because she knows she looks stupid. I'm sorry, she looked dumb as hell. He's a fucking asshole, but that don't change the fact that she kind of silly too. You can see we agreed. It's not about the only reason why he agreed is because you kept insisting to fucking come out there. Okay, but I have more texts of emails of him flirting with me just to get a glimpse of how he switched up on me. I believe you call. Okay, so that's another comment she had, right? Every time somebody tries to mention her blind spot, she gets very defensive. So she got to be an unevolved water sign because she's the type of person where you can't tell her nothing. When you try to wake her up and show her what somebody's doing, she'll try to cuss you out or be combative with you instead of being combative with the person that's playing in her fucking face. All right. I can tell this from the comments alone. Like I said, I can read energy through comments. All right. So then the girl responded back. She said, I believe you because you have always been transparent. I'm annoyed he tried you like this. So she's trying to be nice. The switch up is so real. He started talking like he was annoyed once you got there. Something is wrong with him because he put on an act. He put on an act. Everything that you liked about him was fake. He's a fucking grifter. He put on a fucking act, a fucking romance scam. You saw the red flags and you thought it was Carnival. That's all. That's what that was. The switch up, people do switch up. Yes, I get it. People do switch up. But however, we don't see all the messages. We would need more context. If you decide to share more of it, that's your business, that's your personal business. But there's not enough context. This is like curated context. He must have, there were red flags before the switch up. That's what I'm trying to get at here. There definitely was red flags. Were red flags. And if you post more, I'll be able to see even more. There's definitely red flags. So I'm not going to be the only person making these kind of observations. So be prepared because other people are going to cross-examine this. And at least me, I'm being fair and unbiased here. There are going to be other people that are going to peep the same shit that I'm going to peep. And they're going to leave comments too. So be prepared for that. He literally pulled the wool over my eyes. ... And then she looking. See, she's being sarcastic with this girl in the comments. And this girl is actually trying to be nice to her, like I was, and was trying to let her know that he was playing her in her face. And she getting smart with her. Like, you see that? When people do that ... shit. You see that right there? I don't know if you can focus. There you go. When people do that ... shit, that's how you know. He literally pulled the wool over my eyes. ... So that was sarcasm right there. Right. He honestly acting as if I didn't just get off the plane. Man, nobody told your ass to go on there. You insisted on going on there. That's what that was. And then this person, and that's the same person that left this comment right here. He was inviting you, but also letting you know that he wanted to have sex. That's what I'm saying. Like, you show that you were willing to be down with the get down. You was willing to do it. This is ridiculous. So I guess this is gonna be like a learning lesson, or whatever it is. But to me, it's like this happened. This shouldn't have happened, is what I'm trying to say. But anyways, let me see. But anyways, whatever. I don't care. Black male worshipers, they gonna always go through the same shit. Niggas will drag black women and keep black women in South Node for a very long time. And yeah, like I said, they have a huge witchcraft, a huge spell, glamour spell over black women. It's very obvious. It's super obvious. But anyways, I just wanted to address that. So next time, I'm not going to be commenting on these women's pages, these black women, these black male identified women that get caught up with these niggas that like to grift off of black women, and they love to siphon off of black women energy, use them up for support. You know what I'm saying? Da 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 da. They love doing that shit. And it looks like y'all like it. So if y'all like it, I fucking love it with all my heart. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? So the next time this shit happen to you or whatever the case is, I'm just not gonna say nothing. So that's why it's like you can't take black people seriously these days, just like you can't take black women seriously these days. You just can't. They say they don't like shit. They say shit stink, and they'll fucking roll around in it in the next 5 minutes. It's ridiculous. But yeah. So I just basically want to come on here because I was like, damn, I'm trying to leave a comment, and I'm not even being rude in the comment. I'm just trying to let sister girl know what's going on, and she being combative with me. But that's how black women are. Mm-hmm. That's how they are. Mm. Especially her phenotype. That's how they are. So of course, whatever I say, she gonna be snazzy about it. If I was a guy saying the same fucking messages, saying the same shit to her, she would take it. She would take it like the gospel. So there is no saving of the black women. If you have pick me black women around you, stay away from them. Stay away from male identified pick me mammy type black women. Stay away from them. It don't matter how they come off, how they look, this and that. It don't matter. It's the mentality. It's the mentality. She reminded me very much of that girl Keisha Cole. You see Keisha Cole? Keisha Cole, 43 years old. Same run as her. And she in my run too. 43 years old. Dating a fucking 25-year-old. Dating a 25-year-old and expecting for him to be a grown ass man. I wouldn't even fucking bother. I wouldn't even bother. I don't even like dating niggas that are 5 years younger than me or whatever the case is. Because I feel like I'm robbing them of their youth. I don't know. I just it's just my own little thing or whatever. But like, I just feel like I don't have much in common with you. If you're past 5 years or more, if I'm 5 years or more older than you, we don't have much in common. What the fuck are we gonna talk about? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we gonna talk about? It's not gonna be much for us to talk about. We ain't gonna have much in common. You know what I'm saying? It depends. I mean, it depends. They could be an old soul. There's always exceptions. They could be an old soul. They could have been raised around older people. They could have a different type of energy. I don't know. They could, but still, like, it's a big fucking risk. But that's what this reminds me of. 45 years old, and it just shows that black women still date like they're teenagers. It's ridiculous. So it's the teenage mentality, teenage emotional regulation, and the way how they approach love is literally the same thing. The messages were just like something out of high school or something, or like out of college or something. It's ridiculous. But anyways, I'm up off of here. I already been on here for an hour. But yeah, check that video out. Check the spiritual war room out where she did a reading on Tren. She been clocked his tea, and he got so vexed that he went for the entire tarot community for the sake of she and her reading. And I guess supposedly I haven't looked at any exposed videos of his, but I guess a lot of people are exposing him now. Good. This is the fucking year of karma. And everybody that got fucking dragged and exposed deserved every bit of it. So if you're up here supporting these motherfuckers, then you get fucking burned too. That's what happens. When you support frauds and grifters and karmics and shit like that, y'all support the wrong people. It does that negative karma ricochets off of you. That's why he's siphoning your energy, because he has to pay back. He has a lot of negative karmic debt to pay back. And what's a better source than a black woman? A better source than a black woman who's at your disposal at any time. Don't even know you, don't even gotta do shit, don't even gotta put no fucking effort. They just know a black woman. All you gotta do is go to the nearest black woman to refuel themselves. Come on, man. You better wake up. All right, I'm up out of here. Goddess of you, goddess of me. Bye. I'll say it when I say it.